congratulations on him. So, you know. So I'm considering replacing Kirara with Dinari. And then I recently got Kave, so I need to level him up, and my Shinshu is level 50, so I also need to level him up, but you know, one step at a time. So, for the past couple of days, I started farming for Nilu's artifacts. I already had some pieces from Farukasha's glow, but most of them, or actually no, just like 2 of them were on Zhongli, but it was like my best pieces that were on Zhongli, you know. So now I need to farm for more pieces for Nilu because she's chaos on HP and I need her to have a lot of HP, and as you can see right now, she's barely at 30,000, so yeah, I need better artifacts. So I started doing that, and then I started farming for Kave as well, fighting the boss that from which he needs like materials, that dendro, hypo something. I started fighting it, and yeah, it's been going well. Kirara is already level 70, but as I said, I'm thinking of replacing her. If I do not replace her, all I have to do is farm for artifacts for her, because she already has a weapon that I had crafted specifically for her. Her talent's already leveled up a bit and so on, so we'll see if I keep her or replace her by Dinari. Yeah, but building this new team is not the only thing that we're going to be doing during this video. As you can see on the title and also on the thumbnail, it basically says Rediscovering Teyvat. First thing is this Cory drum that just like got me a chest. I had no idea that there was something like this in the game, so yeah, I'm basically rediscovering Teyvat. I'd say rediscovering Sumeru is maybe more accurate because it's the region that I've explored like the least, you know. But also there was this new event that ends in I think a week or something. It's like a photography event, and you know, these kind of events are like very easy. It's basically like free primo gems. There's no fight. There's not much aside from like going to the designated places and yeah, just taking photos. And I have to say, I struggled a little bit, but then I got the hang of it. You'll see. But that's basically the reason why we are rediscovering Teyvat. It's because that event took me to places I'd completely forgotten about. These days, or at least for the past couple of months, every time I log in, or every time I logged in, I found myself, or like rather I spawned in Fontaine or Mondstadt. Sometimes Sumeru, because I don't know, I just want a change of scenery, but I've completely forgotten about Liyue, and I've completely forgotten about Inazuma, and I will not even talk about Enkanomiya or Chenyu Vale. These are regions that I've completely forgotten about, and I have to say, I'm not done exploring Chenyu Vale yet. And there's that new region that's below Petrichor in Fontaine that I've not explored yet at all. And there's the Sumeru Desert that yeah, I've not explored either. So basically this the frame, and since I play with a controller, with a PS5 controller, basically the key, the button that I use for my charged attack was a button that I also needed to take the photo. So it was just like a mess for the first few minutes of the event, and then I kind of like got the hang of it, but it was a little bit painful at first. I was almost like, yeah, I wanted to give up because I could not see Jean on the photo for like a couple of times, and then like I kind of got upset. But anyways, and then I got the hang of it. So yeah, but I was saying that, you know, like the Sumeru Desert is like one of the regions that I've basically I did not explore at all, and there's also that world quest from Petrichor and Fontaine that I've not completed. I basically stopped completing my world quests, but I think what discourages me is the fact that I still have a lot of world quests from Sumeru to complete, and those are like those long quests where you have to go like into those temples underground, and then you're lost, and then they don't give you any indication, and you know, those quests. And I think I still have the Arnara quest as well that I have not completed yet. I have not found all of those little people or creatures yet, and oh my god, what is it with today, you guys? I am so sorry. It's just so all over the place today. Planes, cars, my neighbors, like what is going on? And I also feel like that in a second my throat is going to start making some weird noises as well. Oh my goodness. I feel like these past couple of weeks, I've been trying to be so spontaneous about recording. Like, I haven't been like planning when to record and what to record about. I've just like been, you know, feeling out the vibe, and if I want to record it, just like get up and like set everything up and then start recording. But the fact that I started doing that also means that I can't control the background noises, because usually I choose to record at night, or you know, during days where I know that everything's like very calm and everything. But since I started doing this spontaneous thing here, yeah, I don't think it's been working out that well. Anyways, it's okay. So you guys, this right here, what you see on screen behind Farina, it is, I think, my favorite view ever in like the entirety of Teyvat. I thought about recording a new, or like updated version of like my favorite places in Teyvat, which was basically my first video ever on the channel. And I feel like if I did that view of Fontaine with like the waterfalls, would definitely be a new one added to it. It's my favorite places in Teyvat. I absolutely love the view, and if you have the sound on, you can also basically hear the sound of the waterfalls, and it is incredibly because for a while, and also I was not interested in the banners, and but also my other hobbies took most of my time, I guess. And when I say other hobbies, it's also playing other games like Final Fantasy 14 or Final Fantasy Online. I went back to the game a couple of weeks ago, I think maybe a month or a month and a half ago now. And I've made so much progress. And I've been enjoying the game even more than the first time that I tried it out. And what else? I've been trying out a few games here and there, but nothing that really stuck. I tried Zenless Zone Zero, which didn't really, like it was an okay game, but definitely not one that I would add to the list of games that I would like to play. And what else did I try? Obviously, there was a little bit of Animal Crossing. I did watch my boyfriend play some Elden Ring because with the DLC and everything, which is a game that I would never play, to be honest. Just like so stressful. But also I've been indulging in some other hobbies like reading and writing. So yeah, sometimes, I feel like, and I've heard a lot of people say this in the past, and I just thought that they were trying to brag or something. But now, as I, how do you say that? Like, the more I age, no, I don't feel like that's right saying it that way, but the more I gain in years, let's say it like that, the more I understand those people, because 24 hours in a day is just not enough for you to do everything that you want to do. And by that I mean, obviously you have your 7 or 8 hours of work, and afterwards you have to cook for yourself, or clean, or do your chores, and then that leaves very little time for you to do the things that you like to do, the things that you enjoy doing. And for me, it's like I need more hours if I want to read, write, game, and all the same day, or all at the same time. So yeah, it's usually for me, I don't know if this happens to you guys as well, but for me, if I start playing a game, for example, if I log into Genshin Impact and I start playing, there's no way I'm only gonna play 10 minutes and then log off. It's either I'm playing the entire evening or something, or I'm not playing. The same goes for Final Fantasy. If I'm only if I know I'll only spend 30 minutes or an hour on it, well, what's the point, And the same thing goes for reading. If I pick up a book, I just won't put it down unless I get very tired or sleepy, otherwise what's the point? That's just how I see it. But yeah, anyways, and recently I also went back to watching a lot of animes. Before I used to season is coming out in a couple of days or weeks, I think. I'm going to take like one specific day after work where I know that I don't have anything to do, and just like to watch like all the 8 episodes of the show and finish it, you know. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, Thursday I'm going to watch 2 episodes and then next Wednesday I'm gonna watch one. No, there's no way. Like, I can't. And I don't know, I might be unhinged for doing that, but you know, it's like the way I enjoy doing the things that I like. Anyways, I feel like that's enough rambling for today. That's way too much rambling. Anyways, I feel like sometimes the main trigger of this channel is like whispered rambles. The only thing is, I would love to try some tapping or some mic brushing, or I would love to try those. It's just that I feel like those are, yes, they're ASMR triggers, but they're also visual triggers, and if you don't see them, what's the point? That's just the way I see it. But anyways, so yeah, I think we can say that the main trigger of this channel is like whispered rambles. But I have to admit, the only times during recording when I do not ramble is when I do the inaudible whispers. I think I've only made 2 videos of like inaudible, but I don't know if you've noticed, if you've like watched those videos, but I don't really say, I mean, it's inaudible, so obviously you're not supposed to understand what it is that I'm saying, but I don't actually say much. So yeah, it's just like repeating a few words or sentences, or sometimes not even. So those are the only times during which like I don't ramble. But anyways, yeah. So let's go back to some Genshin Impact. What you can see on screen is basically it's the Dendrohypostasis, and it is the boss that you need to fight if you want to level up Kaveh. This was my 4th time, I think, fighting it, like, ever. And I think I got the hang of it. I learned its attacks and like the patterns of it. So yeah. And I think at first I did not I understood that I had to activate these like thingies with Dendro, but I did not understand that I had to kind of like enhance them or whatever with Electro. So the team that I was running was actually perfect for it. I actually don't know if it's a good team, like aside from like this boss, you know, like the Yoimiya, Zhongli, Tainari, and Yoimiko, even though Tainari was basically useless during the entire fight because he was only there so that I could activate those like Dendro pillars towards the end. So yeah. And then when I went to try and level up Kaveh, I noticed that I was missing some flower across a new kind of enemy, I guess. Or maybe I just don't remember that I fought it in the past. But pretty sure I never did. And then fighting it made me realize that it's like this is the kind of like enemy that you would see in the abyss, right? And it kind of made me realize that it's been a very long time since the last time I went into the abyss. So yeah, I maybe in the next like video, maybe I'll do something with that. Maybe I'll go back into the abyss. I have some new teams to try out after all that I am still leveling up. So yeah, I guess maybe it could be a good thing to go back. And also, you know, get primo gems from there. And there's also the Imaginarium Theater. I think the second season started. To be quite honest with you guys, I still do not fully understand the Imaginarium Theater, but I need to give it another chance because once again, primo gems. And right now, I need a lot of primos. I think currently, as of like right now, as of the moment I'm speaking, I have 40 or 41 wishes. And that is not nearly enough for me to get any 5-star character that I want. I am going to save everything that I have for the Pyro Archon because her design is simply incredible. If I'm not mistaken, I think she's going to be a pole arm, but I can't wait. I really can't wait. I did not think that I would be interested by the Pyro Archon, but her design is just incredible. And if you've been watching me for a while, I think you might already know that I usually decide to pull on a character if I like their design. So yeah, but there is also the other character, the blonde one. I don't want to butcher her name out, but I think it's Hilonen. And I really want to pull for her, but I think I read somewhere that she was going to be Claymore, and to be honest, usually aside from Navia, I usually have a lot of trouble with Claymore characters, but we'll see. But I think that one, that blonde character, I think she's going to be a 4-star. I don't think she's going to be a 5-star, to be honest. That's just a guess. So yeah, but I can't wait for. I keep saying the Pyro Archon because I don't want to butcher her name either. But I think her name is Mavwika. Yeah. It was easier when it was Murata. It's easier to pronounce. But yeah, I can't wait. And a lot of people are saying that Columbina is also going to be released in one of the 5.x versions, so we'll see. I don't know, but we'll see. It's the Harbinger that I have been waiting for. I reckon that Arlecchino is a very strong character. Did I like her design? No, not really. I don't like her color palette. I don't like her eyes. I don't like her hair. I don't like her outfit. Do I like her abilities? God, yes. Yes, like a lot. But I've not been interested in any other Harbinger, like when there were like speculations and rumors about La Signora being, oh my god, all these noises was released. What I mean by old is like she was released like at the beginning of the game, one of the first characters released, and I never had her. And to be honest, her design is kind of like, okay, I just don't like her hair, as in I don't like those two big, like, I don't know what to call them, tails like that she has on each side of her hair. Like if she had, I don't know, braids or like curls or something, it would have been amazing. But yeah, I just don't like her hair. So yeah, but I was kind of happy that I got her because I'd completely forgotten about her, and yeah, I think she's, aside from Kitching, she was one of the only remaining characters that I didn't have that was like released back in the day, you know, in 2020, and yeah. But I'm still hoping that I would end up getting Kitching at some point. You know, everyone seems to have Kitching C1, C2, C3, you know. And people often say that she's not that good of a character. But yeah, like I really want Kitching, you know. I don't care if she's not that good of a character or whatever. I just like really want her, and I've been playing for 3 years, but I've never, not even once, gotten her. Last time I was like really praying. I was pulling on the standard banner, like I had some wishes. I was pulling, and then I was really, really, really praying that I would get Kitching, and I got a 5-star, and I was super happy about it. And then it turned out to be D-Luke. So now I have 1 constellation on D-Luke and no Kitching. And I don't play D-Luke. He's level 20, I think. I've never even tried him out. And the same thing goes for Klee. I got her in that. You guys, do you remember that banner? Chronicles, whatever, that banner where they gave us Eula, Albedo, Klee and Mona and so on, and then they just removed it and never put it back. But I got Klee from that banner. I put 1 wish, just 1 wish on that banner, and that 1 wish got me Klee. But I've never used her, and to be honest, I would really love to. I just do not know who to use her with. I have not gotten around to looking it up. So yeah, anyways, so I've not gotten around to using Klee yet, or even leveling her up. I think I leveled her up to level 20 if I'm not mistaken. You guys, I have no idea what my neighbors are doing, but like the only thing that I can think about is they're putting together furniture, but they're stomping on the ground. Like on their floor, so basically on my ceiling. And the walls are shaking. Like, what the hell? Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to move out from here. I love my flat. I absolutely love it. It is so, I don't know how to say that, but it is so cozy and like so girly. I love it. But my neighbors are extremely loud, and apparently even the new people who recently moved in, and the street, like where like it's at, it's so noisy that like, oh my god. Anyways, oh you guys,